Hey guys, what's up? This is the Seagate Backup Plus 5 terabyte desktop external hard drive. It's USB 3.0. I'm going to go ahead and get into the unboxing, and then after I get it unboxed, I'm going to go over some of the major features of this. So let me show you the box here. This is what it has on the front. I have the 5 terabyte model. There are various sizes you can get. Here's the back. If you need this information, you can just pause it. Okay, let's just get into it. It has some obvious shrink wrap on it. That should be good for that. Let's go ahead and take this off. And I've gone through several backup drives, and this is the one I have deemed the best, in my opinion, for my purposes, of course. Okay, we have a seal here. Must be some type of certification seal. It's kind of shiny, whatever. Opening this would void the warranty, not warranty, but something, I suppose. Let's get this thing open here. Okay, opening it up. First thing you see, right there. Go ahead and slide this out. Work on sliding it out. There it comes. Took a little force. Set that down there. And then remaining in the box, we have this. And that's it. There's the box again. I'm going to set that up here. And we'll get into this. It's probably just the USB power and so on. It comes in this little crate. Obviously a hard drive needs to be protected. Take that off. And we're left with a Backup Plus desktop drive quick start guide here, which basically like so. This is very simple. This is kind of, I'll just show you the basic picture here to set it up. This is one of the reasons that I purchased this. I have a very complicated one, and more complicated is not always better. More features and options and all that is not always better, in my opinion. But I'll get into that more once we get done with this little part. Got this plastic sleeve that comes off the drive, and that's actually the bottom of the drive. You'll see here it has multiple vents coming across it. And then just the markings there, FCC and so on, or FC rather. And the side, it's got more vents going on. This is the front. You have the Seagate logo. The other side, more vents. The back, you've got where your USB is going to go in, and then the power, and again more vents. And then the top is a nice gloss finish, which looks good. Wipe that off a little bit. So that's the drive. Not very big, or not too big anyways. I mean, remember this is 5 terabytes. So yeah, these are stackable, as in you can get one and buy another one and so on. And say you ran out of your storage on 5 terabyte, you can buy another 5 or 8 terabyte or whatever you like, and add it and basically kind of chain this together and have another one on top. It's quite a good weight, feels solid. Let me get into this other box here so we can get done with the little unboxing part of this. Set this a little bit to the side, open this up, and we have USB cable, which you're going to have a different type of end. As you saw on the back, it wasn't standard. That's just for better communications and fit, secure fit. Get this out. Okay. You have the USB cable. This is the one that's going to go into the back of the drive. As you see, it's a little bit different. And then you have your standard USB 3.0 cable on this end. Let me set that aside, and then this is going to naturally be your power adapter. Open this up, And here we have it. So the size of it, standard 2-prong. It's not a triple prong with the ground on it. It's nice and light, and obviously tied up like they usually are. And here's the end that goes in to the back. So obviously it's going to go in. Whoops, it's the front to the back, and then your USB cable with a different end on this side here is going to fit only one way on the back of this, like so. And there you go. You're ready to go once you do that. So that is the drive, unboxed. Again, it's a Seagate backup plus 5 terabyte. I'm going to leave that there and put this box kind of here just so you have something to look at while I describe the features of this drive. Okay, I've kind of written down some of the main features of this, and once again, it's a Seagate backup plus. This is the 5 terabyte version that I purchased. Desktop external hard drive. I can't remember the price exactly, but it runs somewhere around $149 to $159 brand new at this moment, and of course they always get cheaper as you go on. As I've already told you, it's USB 3.0, which is fast. It has 200 gigabytes of cloud storage. It even says it down here. A OneDrive 200 gigabytes of cloud storage, and that lasts for 2 years. And that will work with any computer, with your iPhone, with your Android tablet, your Android phone, any device. Basically, it's going to work with the drive and the cloud storage. It's amazingly, it's Macintosh and PC compatible out of the box, which is awesome. So you can share files if you have a MacBook and say a PC desktop or PC laptop, a PC desktop, and a MacBook. You can share files between all of them without having to reformat this drive, which is sweet. As I said before, with the 200 gigabytes of the OneDrive, you can back up any iOS or Android device to the drive. So that that includes iPhones, iPads, like a Nexus 7 tablet, which is Android. Any Android phone, any Android tablet, any of these mobile devices or your computers, just basically everything can back up straight to this drive. It's formatted NTFS, but it works with all of them. As I said before, this is stackable, so you can if you run out of space, you're not screwed. You can buy another one just like it of any size, and you can add to it. One of the coolest features that I liked about this was that the software that comes with this, it's called the Seagate dashboard, is really simple. I don't like super complex things. It's not that I can't operate them. It's just things that get overly complex just tend to be, really a kind of a hassle. And like this one, the software pops up, and I'll make a different video showing the software and just how it works. But this software pops up, and you can just click. It's got like 2 main screens, boxes that pop up, and you can just schedule like a one-click back it up now, or you can select a scheduled automatic backup where you just schedule it and you forget it. You don't ever have to touch a button again, as it should. It's a backup drive. Okay. But what's cool is simultaneously this is also going to be just like a hard drive inside your computer, where you can drag and drop files. You can copy copy a file from anywhere to the drive, just like it's going to pop up, say on a PC with Windows, it's going to pop up under your My Computer, and you can just double click on that, grab a file off your desktop or downloads or wherever, drag and drop it there, and it saves it to the drive, and vice versa. You can pull files off just like that. You don't have to use the built-in software to go in and specially navigate the drive, which is a huge selling point to me. It comes with a 2-year warranty. Something cool about it, it works straight out of the box with the Xbox One. That's awesome, right? And And if you choose, like I said about the software, I don't know why you'd want to, but you can just not even use the software. You can completely reformat this drive, not even use the software, the built-in backup software, and just have it as a drive and just drag and drop and do whatever you like with it. And the last thing that I'll say is I looked at some benchmarks for the read and write speeds, because I think some people might want to know how fast it is, because I bought this drive because it's one of the faster backup drives of a significant capacity. And the slowest benchmark results that I could find were 108 megabytes per second on the write and 185 megabytes per second on the reading of the drive. Now, some faster results, not the fastest, because there's a ton of results and benchmarks, but one of the faster results that I found was 184 megabytes per second, not megabits, megabytes per second on the writing to the drive, and 238 megabytes per second on the read. That's pushing the standards of your a USB 3.0. I mean, if you guys ever messed with pretty much anything, whether it be a SD card or a Western Digital little My Passport drive, or plugging in your iPhone, it doesn't matter. When you transfer files, it's not uncommon to see 30, 40, 50, 60, 70 megabytes per second going. This thing is rated at, on the slower end, 108 megabytes per second when you're writing to it, and when you're reading off of it, closer to 200. And on the higher end of the benchmark results, it's 185 when you're writing to it, and 238 when you're reading from it. And this is megabytes per second. That's huge. It's fast. Even on that slower end, the 108 megabytes per second write and the 184 megabytes per second read, that's fast. So I mean, this can be in your computer, and you could run games and programs off of it. It's not what it's designed for, but it's a 5900 RPM a Seagate Barracuda drive is actually in here. It's actually kind of hard to find that spec on the actual drive that is included inside these, but that is the RPM, and it's a really quick drive. It's not just for backups. I mean, that's what it is, but it acts like an actual drive, and you can do whatever you want with it, and that's what's sweet about it. But that's the unboxing and a little bit about the drive. Once they get it hooked up and have everything configured and running, which doesn't really require much configuration, because you just basically, as you saw with this quick start guide, you plug and play and you go. And the software is super. I mean, look at the software picture here. I mean, it's super simple. I mean, that's it. That's the whole deal for the quick start. I mean, you plug it in and you click like 2 or 3 buttons and you're done. Or you plug the drive in and you drag and drop files. It doesn't matter. It's whatever you like, or you do all. I mean, and it's got this 200 gig cloud drive that, like I said before, that you can use, wherever you are. It doesn't matter if you're at home or you're at work or you're in your car or whatever. You can upload files on the go to that drive, which is in the cloud, and you can access it anywhere, etc., for 2 years on that. And obviously you can up that after 2 years and this does have a 2-year manufacturer's warranty. So I'm going to end the video here, but I highly recommend it. I'll speak a little more about what I think about it in detail when I get it hooked up to my own computers. And hope that helps you guys, and I highly recommend it. But as always, do your own research. I would recommend going to Amazon.com and reading the reviews. I mean, this is going to be one of the top rated drives with thousands of user reviews on it, and most of them are quite positive. So take care.